Hanuman, an iconic figure in Hindu mythology known for his unwavering devotion to Lord Ram, has long been regarded as a celibate, that is, brahmachari, completely committed to his devotion. However, most Hindus believe that Lord Hanuman was a follower of celibacy and had complete control over his mind, body, and senses. Yet, amid the prevalent belief in his celibacy, questions frequently arise regarding his marital status. Delving deeper into ancient texts such as Valmiki Ramayana, Shiv Puran, Vishnu Puran, Skanda Puran, and Sri Ramacharitmanas, a consistent narrative emerges. Hanuman observed brahmacharya by rejecting marriage and all forms of intimate relationships. However, interesting folklore offers alternative stories suggesting marital relations of Hanuman. Among these, the legend of Suvarchala, allegedly the daughter of Surya, is linked to the life of Hanuman. The Hanumanta Mangalashtakam, a revered verse, depicts Suvarchala as the wife of Hanuman, a depiction that differs from the traditional understanding of his celibacy. According to this story, Hanuman was the student of Surya Dev. Surya Dev was very impressed with Hanuman's ethics and wanted to teach his student all Vedas and his 9 Siddhis. However, he could only impart 6 of his Siddhis to Hanuman. Being an Ajanma Brahmachari, Hanuman was not eligible to study the rest 3 Siddhis because it required the person to be Gruhast. Gruhast in Sanskrit means a man who leads a family life after marriage. To facilitate the completion of his education, Trimurti, that is Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, approached Surya Dev and ordered him to create a woman through his powers. From the mighty rays of the sun was born a beautiful Kanya named Suvarchala Devi, an Ajanma Brahmacharini and a devotee of Ma Durga. She was created to be married to Hanuman to make him a Gruhast without compromising on his Brahmacharya. Thus, Hanuman was married to Suvarchala Devi and they both continued to maintain their celibacy even after marriage. A very important part of the story is that the Trimurti ensured to do everything in their power to educate Hanuman on all the Siddhis and Vyakarn, as in the future, Hanuman would be the next Brahma while his consort Suvarchala would occupy the place of Vani. Sri Suvarchala Sahita Hanuman Temple is located in Khammam district, Telangana, the Great India. Bhagwan Hanuman and his wife Suvarchala Devi are worshipped in this temple. This ancient temple, built here, has been the center of attraction for the people for years. The local people celebrate the marriage of Anjaneya Hanuman on Jeshta Shuddha Dashami. It is believed that couple whose marital life is deteriorating reach here to pray for their marital issues to be resolved. The Thai version of Ramayana mentions the daughter of Ravan named Suvarnamacha, who was a mermaid. In this story, Ravan calls for his daughter Suvarnamacha and demands her to destroy the bridge being constructed by the Vanar Sena. He only gives her half the information and tells her that his kingdom is being attacked by Ram. Suvarnamacha tried to wreak havoc and tear down the Nala Setu, now also known as Ram Setu. When Hanuman finds out about this plan, he meets Suvarnamacha and explains to her the wrongdoings of Ravan and narrates to her Ram's side of story. He requests her not to interfere or distract the army. Suvarnamacha is taken aback by the truthfulness and humility of Hanuman and accepts his request, and meanwhile also confesses her love. Hanuman informs her that he was a celibate and a true follower of Brahmacharya, which meant that he would never love or marry her. But upon Suvarnamacha's request, through his divine powers, he blesses her with a son. This Thai version of Ramayana is often unheard of and is not accepted for authenticity amongst the Hindus in India. While these were the stories of Hanuman's wives, there is also another one that revolves around his son Makardhwaj. This story is a part of Adbhut Ramayana, which narrates that when Hanuman took a dip in the Indian Ocean after burning down the whole of Lanka with his inflamed tail, a drop of his sweat fell into the mouth of a fish. The fish later gives birth to his son Makardhwaj, who goes on to become the gatekeeper of Patal Lok, which was under the control of Ravan's cousin Ahiravan. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such content.